already started at 6 p.m. So we'll try to get this information as soon as we have some time with the players. I'll just jump right in. It's Henry from Team Italy in a 1v2. He seems to be lagging, even though the Americans should be the ones lagging on a European server. And yeah, goes down at the end, but it's 6-1 for the Americans right now, curiously enough.
Can you take this round, Gotti? Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Let's watch LAG, or let's call him Lag, maybe. He goes for nades and smokes towards front A and comes at a bit. Then goes for the spam, as we've seen earlier from the Polish players as well, so not a lot of difference to the Americans. This looks like a more B-focused round coming in from Italy, so maybe they lost so many rounds on A that they wanted to try something different. Let's see if the Italian scope Infa can do some magic. He already got a kill this round, but has to find a few more. Misses the shot onto the bin player in B, but knows he's stuck in the corner now, so if he calls for his team to move in, to nade him out or do anything, then he should do it now. But the player in B will probably ask for help, and help is coming in from the A side, takes out the flower player, and now he's leaving him alone on B. He goes for another peek and takes him out with a lovely headshot, so second round of the round, but if he wants to win this round, he has to go for the clutch, as he is in a 1v3 situation. Wraps around towards A, but of course Olympian hears this and will call it in for his team and maybe just go for the peek himself, as he just does, and 7-1. So yeah, good stuff by them.
Yeah, I'm going to move on to Wally. He's the scope for Team USA. I was just watching him. Obviously, you do watch the person that's got the highest frags when you're not casting, just seeing what they're doing, see how they're getting so much success. You could see it was either like the lag that he had between his delay, like with his shot, just didn't look legit whatsoever. But I've played with high lag before myself, and you can look like your shot's off and you manage to land them. It does happen, but he is on 13 for 3 or so right now, so I'd quite want to see what he's doing and see how he seems to be having so much success with such high ping. Quite interesting. Anyway, the Team USA find themselves 3-2 up against Team Italy. The Italians back in the day used to have some pretty decent teams, but I haven't seen a decent player from Italy playing in a long time. We're in a 2-on-2 situation. I will move on to the Italy players. They're both in on CAF, moving on to Statue. They need to get the bomb down. We've got Wally, who's moving towards the garage area. He's going to be aiming towards a bomb. Hopefully Rabbit plants from a safe position. He's looking for nades, and he rightfully moved very well there. So he's going to be planting the bomb. They have no idea what the scope is. Wally misses, and yeah, perfect round for Team in Italy. Great play from Infra to take down the star scope for Team USA.
Yep, it seems like finally a round for the Italians. They need to look at least for 4 rounds on attack to have some hope in this map. I just asked someone that is the first map, so we didn't miss too much. I'm pretty happy about this, so we can cast almost a full match. But I was thinking Italy would take this, but because of the ping advantage. But right now the USA looking strong. Even though I said this, they're taking 2 players out, so down to a 2v5. So yeah, maybe I was being cocky too early, and now the Italians are coming back into this game with another frag, and this ends it after like 40 seconds into the round.
Yep. Let's watch let's watch Bray here, or Bree, if you want to call him that. He was in a good spot with an SMG for a rush. He moves towards the link area. He's going to be coming out quick. He will dodge the nades. He's moving very, very fast along the B shops. Gets the kill onto Stevie. I picked the right guy, but Champ with a great frag back onto him. He's in a good position. We've got Rabbit now, who's in Overlook. He's probably in the best position to get a kill for Team Italy right now. He does take some fire. We have Olympian that takes out Infra behind CAF. Rabbit responds with a frag onto Darnold, and there's a player in CAF, and he seems to have done exactly what I thought I'd do in that situation, which is jump around the corner and pre-fire. I do love a good pre-fire, but he gets taken down by Rabbit, and this is 8-3 to Team USA.
Yep, good recovery from them after losing 2 rounds in a row. So finally looking strong once more. So this is going to be an important round. If the USA takes this, they're looking really confident to take this, and if Italy wins it, they have at least some hope to come back to it. So let's watch Blue. He's the bomb player for the Italian attack side, and there's loads of smokes coming in, and they're all pushing in together into the A side. Good stuff by him. I really love to see this. 4 players, 1 calf, 3 in main. They just charge in together. There's no way anyone can stop them. And it's down to Wally in a 1v4. He's stuck in B shops. His position probably known. Here's a player in Flowers. No, he should hear on Flowers, but he peeks towards B-Link. Now he goes for the peek onto Flowers, misses many shots, and just dies from the A-Bins player in the end. No, by the Flowers player, okay.
Yeah, I think that round, it was a good indicator of the fact that when you're playing on strike attack, like moving like most of your team very quickly into A is often a very good tactic, because you've definitely got players on the defensive side of strike that are going to be sitting in really keen positions, and if you could just take a few players out and take the A bomb site successfully, then you're in very good stead to get the bomb down and then take the round, and that is exactly what Italy did there. So I think sometimes playing it simple is definitely the right thing to do. Italy were losing quite a few rounds to the USA team. They keep it simple, move straight into the bomb site, get the bomb down, and they get around easy peasy.
Yeah, definitely. It's just too bad that they figured this out too late, it seems. If they would have done this more often. But maybe the nades were just too good, and they tried this before, because if you're moving in like this with 3 players at the same time into main, and there's just 1 or 2 nades, then it's just all going to waste. So yeah, we went here for the first couple of rounds, so maybe they already tried it, but in the end they came back to it, or they tried it for the first time and it worked out either way. So yeah, I'm curious how the Americans will attack now, as the Italians have to hold off at least 5 rounds to get back into the game.
It's, to be honest, like, it's got to be easier to play on defense with high ping than it is on attack, certainly, because on attack obviously you're going to be doing a bit more kind of quick movement, etc. And with 175 ping, I mean, it's not going to be easy for the USA team to jump round a corner and spray, for example. I mean, obviously, when you're sitting on defense and holding positions and ready to shoot, then maybe ping's not so much of a big factor, but when you're moving, it certainly is. So they may find this very difficult. I think we'll see in the first couple of rounds whether they're able to cope with that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been playing with hyping myself on American server, and sometimes you feel like, oh, I would have had him, and this like rages you up until a point where you just tilt completely. But of course, if it's working, if the players are just not good, or if you shoot a player in the back, then of course it works out for you, and the ping is not too bad. So yeah, it always comes down to your situations. So yeah, and of course I want to point out that Italy has been replacing Team Turkey, so they just said it's their first match, but yet again they only have 2 lives remaining, as they joined in late and replaced the team which lost their first match by not showing up. But I wanted to give them the chance to play because they registered too late, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recognise any of the player names from Team Italy. Maybe they're using different names, but I do remember back from my CB days, and maybe possibly late or early CG days, should I say, playing with some decent Italians. I wasn't aware that anyone from Italy even played anymore, so it's probably understandable, but they're not doing so well. But equally, we can also say for Team USA, I mean, who do we know on the Team USA team, unless they're using alter ego names?
Well, I know Demendes, but either he's not playing or he's using an alter ego, so I'm not sure about this one. But yeah, of course, how can Europeans know the American scene? I mean, the ping difference will always be a problem.
Well, that's the thing is that, like, for me, like, the American scene is purely a pub scene. They certainly don't seem like they have any kind of competitive leagues like going, as far as I know. I'm sure you'll probably be a better person to make that statement, Gotti. But yeah, like to see a USA team come in, look so dominant, especially with a scope that's so dominant with 100 ping.
Only thing I've seen from the US competitive scene is whenever there was a World Series, like the best European teams would fly over to the US and just smash any US team. So there might have been a competitive scene, but yeah, Europe is just looking strong. It's not like on Counter-Strike where the NA scene is up and coming and winning tournaments and LANs and big events. But yeah, let's see how the North Americans doing at this Nations Cup first before we go to any conclusions. I'm going to follow Lag because he's already in A with an SMG on statue and noted play a single pretty lovely headshot onto him and a second frag onto blue as well, so he's been having a big impact in this round, leaving Rabbit in a 1v4 actually, so he's the B player with an AKSR player crossing to actually and another player at Bins. Goes for the spam and Bins, gets the tag but not the frag, and Lag with a third kill of the round. Good stuff by him.
Yeah, perfect guy to watch there. I'm going to go into Infa for Italy. I want to see what Infa's doing. He's the guy who's actually on the scope, wasn't aware of this previously. Sees no one crossing to Flower. I don't believe there is anyone yet. There is someone, I believe, at B-Link, but he's going to decide to change his tactics. He throws a late nade onto A, which I think is perfect. Gets the frag onto Lag, which was absolutely spot on from him there. But Champ responds with a frag onto Blue, and as does Wally with a frag onto Rabbit. So we see ourselves in a 4-on-2 situation for Team USA. 4-on-1 situation now. They seem to be taking control out of nowhere, and I do think that Infa was unfortunate to not get the frag onto whoever was in CAF. I believe it was Wally the Scope, but 10-4 USA, the better team seem to be winning the game at the moment.
Yeah, they're looking really strong and the Italians really rusty. They're missing shots, even though it's a ping difference. Of course, sometimes the server will calculate your shot onto the player, even though you're not on him, but this works vice versa. So if you play against a player with a high ping, you might be on him, but not registering. So yeah, it's a disadvantage for both teams. So this might be the case right here where the Italians are missing so many shots, but we're not sure. Maybe they're just rusty, didn't play in a while, played other games, so the aim is of course off. But again, USA with 3 great frags and Lag once more with a double in A. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's aware of the player in single palm. He actually is, peeks him, tags him, and takes him out. Another triple kill by him, only in far 1v5. Lag going for a few more shots. Gets the kill as well. Quad kill coming out from Lag. Great round.
Yeah, Lag's on steroids at the moment. I'm tempted to say we'll watch him, but I'll give someone else the spotlight. Let's go on to Blue for Italy. Blue's on 7 for 12 at the moment. He's not doing anything particularly special. He looks like he's there to do a job. Gets taken out by Darnold from Link. And we find ourselves in a 3-on-3 situation. We've got Wally going into Overlook. I'm not going to follow Wally. Darnold, who's just taken out Infa. Darnold knows exactly what he's doing. Takes out Bree as well. What sort of name is Darnold for a star anyway? Like, what the fuck? Let's see if Darnold can get the final frag, which he can. Darnold, aka Arnold. What the hell went on there? But good job from him. And USA 12-4 up.
I was thinking about maybe it's a pun for Donald Trump or something. So everybody who's called with a vocal letter in the beginning just adds a D for the Donald, and so he became Arnold to Donald. But just assumptions as we're just checking around. Wally gets the first frag onto Rabbit. Let's see if Wally can find anyone else in A and B. Is there another player? There's a player in B, Link, B Ellie that is, and in Scope House, so but they're not peeking towards him right now. Olympian gets another frag onto Bree, and only Blue answering finally with another frag. So Wally is going towards middle, knows where the opponent's scope is, but does not decide to go there. So if he's not taking fights, we're switching to another one. Just switch to Donald, who took out Henry, and it's down to Blue with an AK. He's being flanked from 3 sides actually. One in front of him, one on his left, one behind him. So it will come down to 3, 2, 1. Really slow counting down, and he dies. So 13-4, really convincing first map coming out from the Americans. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite impressive, really, for having such high ping. You'd think that they'd run into all sorts of problems, but as I said earlier, not really sure who this Italy team are. Not sure whether they're just old veterans who haven't played in a long time. But equally with the USA team, like, who the fuck are they? Are they just pub heroes? Are they just active on pub and like? Speak to each other on team speak sometimes. Really don't know. So both teams with relatively unknown players. Not really much more we can comment on that really. From what we've just seen, the US team look like they've got much better communication. They're more in sync with each other. They've got more confidence. They've got a better scope, and they deserve to win the map. And that's just from what we saw when we came in rather late. I think we came in on a 7-2, did we?
Yep, something like that.
So yeah, the better team looking like they're winning so far, but yeah, I'm not understanding how the high ping hasn't played a factor in the kind of close quarters one-on-ones, but yeah, as I said, we've all played on high ping servers in the past, and I've dropped bombs in some public servers late hours in the morning, so understandable. Not calling any kind of dirty gameplay or anything like that, but what I do want to do is watch Wally. I saw a pretty impressive frag / what the fuck frag from him, so when I get my chance, I'm definitely going to be spectating him at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially on a map like Crossfire.
Oh yeah, Crossfire will be fun. It will be a lot of scope duels, and we'll see if the ping difference will make more difference here than it did on Strike. But again, USA was pretty aggressive on attack, so if they win the knife here, I hope they go for the knife, and they will just look for attack, I guess, as everybody does in Crossfire, if you're not Team Poland. But,
well, yeah, huge mistake from Team Poland earlier, but it ended up paying off. I think maybe Team Polska maybe got a bit complacent, and due to their such heavy win on Crossfire, sat there and thought that they had the game won before they even played the second or third map. So yeah, it just goes to show, don't get too big for your boots. Don't think your balls are too big, because someone's always got bigger balls, boys. And yeah, go for the knife and Crossfire and try and get attack and utilise that advantage properly.
alright, they decided to not go for the knife. USA will start on defense, giving Italian a break after losing this match with only 4 rounds. So let's see if the Italians can make use of this advantage, and I'm gonna see who's got a good spawn. Lag got a good spawn, so let's see if we'll go for some defense aggression. Got the SMG.
Nope. He doesn't use that spawn properly anyway.
Well, it does not look like. He goes for slow nades and waits for nades, so he will not push in, but maybe a bit later. He needs to get control of A, but as you can see on the minimap, there's no aggression coming from Italy whatsoever towards the A side, so his position will be rather useless, so I'm moving on to Winfar, who just moved into Scope House, so he will take some seconds until he's in a peekable situation. He even sneaks towards the second window and sneaks towards runes. Now there's the opponent's scope. He just heard him and got shots fired at him, but he ignores it for now. Got a smoke onto the bomb, and now he will go for the peek on the scope. Just saw him jumping and can call at least a position for his team. In the meantime, his mates are just dying by Champ, but the bomb is at least down. 3v3 retake situation. Let's see what Body is doing. He's still firing shots at the scope, and top scope was just missing a shot after another. Saw the scope dropping down, but still hoping that we'll go for another peak, but it's not gonna happen. Olympian in the meantime took out blue, so only 2 more players to fight for the Americans, and they just know where both are, and Champ taking out another huge frag, and it's only down to Infra. Takes out the diffuser, so good start of that, but now he's flanked by both players on his right. Goes for the peek, misses it, player comes in the side, misses all his deagle bullets, but he's just going round and round, and the diffuser's luckily coming in already, so good clutch from the Americans. Almost Infra made it happen, but could not connect any deagle shots.
Well, look, we've got Olympian who's got 2 frags and 2 assists there, so there's only one man that we should be moving on to in this round. He has the SMG with the digital camouflage, one that I used to mysteriously think was my good luck camouflage back in the day of when I used to play SMGs, so maybe it seems to be working out for him. He has he looked to have a late push in on Melons, which would have been disastrous against any good team, but Italy are moving in very slowly. The skill level seems to be of slightly lower calibre than the last game we watched, I will say, and I say that quite fairly. Olympian gets a frag in onto blue. Team USA looking stronger, looking more confident. Team Italy not really looking like they know what they're doing tactically, and they are 4-1 down. Their final player, their scope, gets tagged up, and then Olympian gets a very great wallbang through a series of very quick deagle shots through the wall.
Oh yeah, they're looking strong. 2 rounds on the defense already, and it did not look like anything close to win for the Italians. So yeah, again, no A aggression. This is a key strat you can have. And look at Lag, he's just walking towards light, finds a player even though he was spotted early on, and almost found a second as well. So yeah, but finally Italy answering with 3 frags, taking the advantage for the first time in a 2v3. Smoke coming out though, plant is coming in, so let's see, it's down. So 2v3 out of plant situation. Let's see if Champ and Wally can make this one happen. Wally smokes off DBLE. It takes a player to be there, but gets taken down by Blue through the wall. And only down to Champ. He's got the AK and A garden. Got a few players to find. And he heard a player in front of basement. Takes him out. Good shot onto him. But yeah, the others are staying in smartly. Rabbit holding the cross. And as soon as he crosses, he should take him out. And he does so. So finally a good attacking round coming out.
Yeah, I'm going to go on to Rabbit now. Let's see what he's looking to do. He has got the AK, so he smokes the CAF spray onto A. So they're obviously looking to get someone onto A, which they're not, funnily enough. They seem to be just really sitting in. So Team Italy not looking to take control of the A house, which is a little bit odd on crossfire attack. You'd expect most rounds they'd be looking to do that. Italy are actually 5-2 up, so a lot of frags coming in. Bree getting 2 of those. They get the bomb down. I will change player. I'm going to move on to Champ, who's on his own very difficult position. Sprays towards banana boxes, gets a tag but gets taken out, and we are 2-2.
Yeah, finally some good aggression coming in, fast plans and some good frags as well. So USA needs to recover themselves right now after losing 2 rounds. They need some more rush nade, they need some aggression in B, and Lag seems to go towards A, so let's look. Another Olympian is already in B. Melons takes out a player back in spawn. So this is a weird round coming right now, but Bree on the other hand is already in CAF and takes out 2 players on Americans, so this is a completely weird round that the attackers are already in CAF while the defending players already on top bus. So 3 players of the Italians are still in corner house, so they might favor the A bomb side or will need to look for Olympian, who's still crouching down on the bus and taking another deagle shot onto Rabbit. But right now he's hiding behind the wheel and going in a safe place into Mullins. They've been spotted though, so some bullets coming out through the wall. Let's see who the players are. It's Henry and Infra in light, but they have to take care of his player, which is Bree, and he's got his 3rd frag of the run. Henry following it up as well, so the push of Bree seems to be more efficient than the one of Olympian, even though he just took out his 3rd player and looking for his 4th, taking up Henry to half HP. So Olympian might be the one who shows us some magic in this round, but he's in a 1v2 after plan situation right now. And has to go for the play on the street. He attacks him up heavily, but only misses like a bullet to kill him. And now he's gone. He's around the corner, and now he has to move away from the burning car. So, player on his right in garden. Let's see if he predicts this. He does not, and he fires way too late, in my opinion. This might have been the lag, but yeah, Bree
He
with
was
4
unlucky
kills.
there not to get the frag, wasn't he? Onto the street.
Definitely, that was heartbreaking.
I'm gonna watch Darnold, 1 because I like his name, and 2 because he's on 1 for 5. So if he's gonna pick it up, he should pick it up now. He moves into Calf. Looks like he's gonna be pretty useless for the start of this round at least. I should probably move on to the guy that's in B for Team USA, and that would be Olympian, who seems to be a very exciting player so far actually. I like SMGs that seem to want to move forward and do the kind of stuff that this guy's doing here. He knows that there's a guy around the lockers area who does get tagged up now, but doesn't die. And he does get taken down. So Blue with a very crucial frag. If Blue can use his game sense properly here and not die, he does see a guy on the wooden area, then maybe he can take this round. He needs to chill out here, but he gets taken down by Darnold. Still can't. Did you just see that frag?
Yeah, Wally just spammed him through the L-bends randomly and just got the frag on the first bullet. Lovely shot by him.
Was a lovely shot indeed.
But yeah, 3-3, so rounds going not in favor of the Italians thus far. And Wally with another wallbang onto Bree through the L-bend, so he seems to favor this a lot. Goes for wallbang onto top Scope House as well, and now holds basement, so let's move on. Blue, finally, or just once more, as last round takes out the aggressive SMG in name of Olympian, and some more frags going in favor for the Italians, so it's down to Darnold and Wally. We know that both are in cuff right now, Fake coming in, shots being fired, so both positions are known. The Lights player should move into A right now because he knows they're in B, but Rabbit just holds the cross as well as a good decision as moving into A, and it's down to Wally 1v4. Finds the frag on a red car player, so good stuff, but gets taken down through the little metal window, and yeah, unlucky for him.
Yep, I'm going to move on to Wally right now. I said I'm watching this map a bit. He's got high ping. He's been making some good shots, so let's see what he can do right now. He's going to spray through the smoke, pretty standard sprays. Blue manages to get a +10. Not sure where the +10 landed, but I'm not sure if you can confirm where that was, Gotti.
I think it was a cuff, mate. Not sure though.
Yeah, terrible to have 2 players in the same position. Wally gets a good frag onto the B bomb site, but gets taken down by Bree. Very quick round from Italy. Need to see more of this. Italy, I think, have looked much better when they've been aggressive, as opposed to being scared of the American side.
Definitely a good round coming out by them. Let's watch Blue this round. He's winning those duels against Olympian and B, and let's see if he can do it once more. Curiously enough, he's the SMG carrying the bomb towards B. I usually would see an AK, but both AKs playing Lights and both SMGs playing B, so this is not a strat I'm used to. And Blue just wanted to go for the fast plant, but gets taken down from Champ. But it's the only frag for the Americans right now, as it's a 3v2 advantage for the Italians. So bomb is still by B, and Rabbit just covering the door. Who's the B early player? It's Darnold. He should have the biggest impact in this round, as Champ just helped in as well. So let's see. They are not aware that the player is in A, but yeah, and this gives Henry the advantage to take him out. So they know the player is in B early. Rabbit is just waiting, looking at the door, and Henry moving in, tagging up Darnold, but gets tagged up heavily as well, and Rabbit finished him off in the end, so yeah. Good recovery. This almost looked terrible that he could clutch this, but yeah, they played it smart.
Yeah, let's go into Olympian right now. As I said, you want to watch players that are most exciting, but Infra gets a good frag onto him. I am watching Rabbit and Light right now, who gets a really good frag onto Lag. What he needs to do is sit in with a bit of game sense and not do anything stupid right now. He needs to just cover his teammates. He realistically should be covering basement for anyone pushing stupidly. He literally at this point wouldn't know whether anyone was coming up the stairs on his right or not, but he's luckily enough for him, they're not. He's holding A garden. Team USA do have a player that's sitting on wooden and a player in CAF. The player in CAF moves into BLE, that is Wally. Wally gets taken down by Rabbit, and then Rabbit gets another fantastic frag onto Champ. So Italy have responded perfectly. This is what we've seen in the last game. USA dominate. We saw a dominating first map from Team Polska, and then Team Poland responded perfectly. Italy are doing exactly the same right now.
At least they're using the advantage of the attacking side right now, so we don't want to get too confident right now, because 7 rounds is a raid, but they really want to look for 8 or 9 rounds to show a confident attacking side. And Bree just does so, picking up the frag onto Wally, and Olympian finally reacting to it, taking out Henry. So frags falling for both sides, and no fast plan coming out this time. So this will come down to peaks once more, but I don't know what Lag was doing. He made so much sound, but still continued to go forward. And then of course Rabbit is just waiting for him, takes him out easy. So yeah, not a good bait play coming out by him. There are 2 players in, one BLE and one the front side of CAF, and Bree just firing a few bullets, and he's emptying his mag by spraying a wall, and of course Olympian will just move in the nick of time and take him out. But yeah, at least Rabbit is showing up, and Blue as well. So yeah, even though some silly plays coming out from the Italians, they cover, and Blue and Rabbit both take 2 kills each this round to take it to an 8-3.
Yeah, Rabbit really showing up. I want to go into Rabbit right now. I love playing as an AKM Crossfire. He seems to be doing everything that he needs to be doing at light so far. The smokes are fucking terrible in middle. He looked and he sat there, and I think he shit himself that the scope was going to drop him at light, so he moved away quite correctly. Italy are on a 4-on-1 situation. Team USA seems to be falling to pieces. Italy know that last player sitting BLE/CAF, and Rabbit's spraying through, and Infa gets the last frag. Really interesting opening first half there. I don't think I expected Italy to do so well, despite being on the attacking side and Crossfire, but they've certainly made this best of 3 more interesting than we'd have expected after watching the first game.
Definitely, definitely. I'm glad Italy is finally coming to their senses and taking 9 rounds on attack, looking strong. But now they need to sit and they need to show that they can defend as well as attack. Because if you're having a perfect attack and get 9 rounds, but don't get a single defense round, you're gonna end up losing anyway. So let's see what they're doing. Rabbit with a good spawn with the AK. Let's see if he goes for any spam. No, he seems to go for an 8. And just waits to be able to cross A, but again you can see now he's gonna wait back half and just watching the A cross from there. No smoke up, curiously enough. And the USA with 2 strong kills already. Olympian is in A already, but there's nobody to challenge him, so wow, a light nade coming out from Bree, showing his virgin nade skills right there. And it's only Infa and Rabbit in a 2v4 situation after the bomb is planted already. Infa finds the first frag, so Olympian a bit too cocky peeking out like that against the scope. Infa finding the scope duel in base when they're going for wallbangs and no scopes, and now Infa's moving in. Both players had a secondary gun and the AK wins it in the end, so yeah. You see a scope duel and 2 seconds later it's SMG against AK. This is the magical moment of this game and you carry 2 guns.
Yeah, let's go on to Bree. Bree seems to be picking up, playing really well right now. He's got the SMG. He gets taken down straight away. So I'm going to move on to Rabbit. Rabbit has also had some really good stuff on this map at certain points of the game. There is a player on the opposite team sitting in the A-bomb site who does take someone out. Rabbit gets taken out. I've picked all the wrong people there. Shoutcaster's curse on absolutely everyone. It happens. I'm sorry, spectators.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Those were 2 convincing rounds, only losing 1 or 2 players by the Americans. So if this continues, we're looking at a 13-9 easy 2-0 victory for the Americans. So Italy has to do something about this. And I think there's a player in B already. And yes, Lag did not see him at the corner. So Bree, good reaction by him. Let's move on to him quickly if he can get some more frags. Blue took out Wally, which is an important frag as well. The scope's gone. We'll have to triple kill last round. But Bree not realizing he's getting spammed from the wall and not moving. Champ with a good game read. Obviously, if there's a player in Melon, you are looking for this wallbang. And Rabbit with another wallbang on the Olympian as he saw the weapon peeking out in front of the wall, so advantage already gone for the Americans, as it's done in a 2v3. So right now they're looking for peaks, they're looking for kills, and Donald just does that onto Henry. And the player on bottom A as well spams, even though there's a player in basement who's obviously going to kill you. And now Blue in the 1v2 and Donald with a perfect reaction moves close to him to take him out as soon as he peeks out. So yeah, good recovery by the Americans.
Yeah, I'm going to move on to Champ. I don't believe we've watched Champ so far. He's moved up the scoreboard. He throws a smoke onto Caf, then a nade onto the rush on the alley. Does a small spray towards the SMGs that might be pushing out of Caf, but nothing too huge. He's going to fake the bomb. He's going to actually full plant the bomb. Gets taken down. I admire his bravery there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. USA, in my eyes, look like they're actually giving up on this map, to be quite honest. I think they feel like their number is done, possibly. But we all know the Americans, they never give up until it's over. And I'm sure their patriotic side of them is trying to move themselves back into this game. We're in a 2-on-2 situation. Italy now find themselves on a 2-on-1 situation. We have Rabbit on his own. He's going to nade the B bomb site. It's going to be too early, unfortunately. We have both members of the USA moving towards the Melons area. One on the bomb. He needs to move into low light now, possibly. I think that smoke was actually quite a good idea. He needs to go random. They're going to expect him where he is, and Wally gets him straight through the smoke, and straight through the wall slightly, in my eyes, possibly. And I'd like to see Wally now, if you wouldn't mind, Gotti.
Yeah, I'm watching and I just want to recap the last round. Italy was in favor in a 2v4, and then they just were peeking silly angles and going for silly peaks. And Wally with a lovely headshot onto Infra. Yeah. That was a perfect shot by him. So yeah, this is what they need to win this 2-0. So they're looking strong on attack, and Italy is just doing everything wrong right now. Even though they were in the 4v2 last round, they lost it, and now they're just losing every fight, every duel. So I have no idea what they need to change, but they need to come up with anything, because they just lost the round with the team ace.
Yeah, Italy have thrown away their huge attacking win. I'm going to move on to Henry. Henry hasn't got any spotlight so far. Henry's got the scope now. Has Henry been scoping the whole time?
No, it was Infra.
No, they've swapped it up. So they've decided to switch it up. Infra's obviously said that he wants to be more part of the front line, which is fair enough. Team USA with 3 quick frags. Henry looking like he doesn't really know what he's doing on scope. I think it's been a bad move for Team Italy. They're 9-9. They've moved to 9-9. I think they need a timeout. They need to take away the momentum of the US team.
Definitely, I can only agree. Let's see what Infa is doing right now, because if he's not scoping anymore, he's probably assumed another role, but it's going to be only the AK. So maybe he didn't feel confident in scoping anymore, but Henry just gets taken out by Wally as well, and Olympia is already in A again. So yeah, this is what was missing on attack from Italy, that they're pushing into A, but they at least got the 9 rounds either way. But yeah, look at this, the Americans are just rolling all over them. It's Infa in a 1v5, and it's even less favorable than AK than a scope, so only gets attack and a frag on another player, but yeah, in the end he's got taken down. It's the lead for the Americans after only a couple of rounds, and there finally the timeout comes in.
Yeah, I think that's a correct call for the timeout to come out there, to be quite honest. Team Italy have completely lost their momentum. They've lost their advantage in the game. I mean, they were 8-4 up at half time, or was it 9-3?
9-3 even, yeah.
They were 9-3 up at half time, and they've lost every single round since. I mean, what you need to be doing, in my eyes, from their perspective, is maybe not necessarily pushing Melons through SMGs and losing out to nades. Maybe just take control of A house, make sure you've got players in positions to nade the B bomb site when you think that the opposition's going to be planting the bomb, and have people in positions where they can wall bang the different spots of the bomb when the bomb's going down. And Italy have just been giving away frags left, right, and centre. They've lost all their composure, they've lost their confidence, and they've basically given the USA all the confidence they seem to have on strike on the first map. And yeah, essentially, it's just looking really bad for the Italian side.
Funny enough, though, Blue seems to be AFK, so I'm not even sure this is the tactical timeout we were hoping them taking them, so might just be another reason for it. We don't know, we're not in their team, we're not in their team speak, so we don't know the reason. But yeah, I would hope for a tactical timeout, but as Blue was just AFK and readied up straight away when he was back, it might have been an emergency break. But yeah, let's get this rolling. This is my part.
I think it is, yeah.
Alright, let's do this. Let's look at Champ. I think we didn't have him too often, as he is the bomb AK on Crossfire. He will have a big impact if he can get the bomb down. He's going in with lag into Manens, goes for the BLE spray, goes for the bottom A spray, so really default stuff what you gotta do as BAK. He peeks along the street under the buff to see any player peeking, but nothing will happen so far. So you said it, Italy is doing what you just said, they're taking control over A and now just waiting for the plant to peek it. So let's see if this will work out, as we are in a 4v4 situation, and Champ will look for some fake situations right now. Also peek at the top A, well, with a huge spray, it would have never got the kill if there was a player peeking. As we just see it now, it only gets the tag. But yeah, he needs to go for some fake. There's only 50 seconds remaining, and I think that the Italians still have a couple of nades left. So first fake coming out. Let's see if there's some nades flying. Not so far. The smoke is coming in, and he's going real, but the nade is coming in. He gets tagged up heavily by the nade, so call should come out from the tits, but there's no spray. Nobody even challenged in the plant. So yeah, easy plant for the Americans, and they're in a 4v3 situation after the plant. So this is almost impossible to do, as Bree missing out the SMG shot as well. Olympian taking 2 huge frags, leaving Henry in a 1v4. And he's for the scope and back A, so there's no way. They're gonna go frag hunting for him now, and the lucky one will be Olympian with a 3rd kill of the round to finish him off. And we're on a 11-9.
Sorry, I was just responding to chat there. Jinsu was asking whether we were streaming the Netherlands game. I believe we probably should.
Oh yeah, of course.
And Netherlands-Croatia is going to be a good game. But anyway, I'm going to move on to Lag. He's in the Melons area, or the B area, and he's moving on to B alley. And he gets a really fucking filthy, dirty frag. How the fuck he knew that guy was there? He must have had it called from his teammate. Gets a great deagle frag onto A bomb, and USA look like they're gonna end up taking this 2-0.
Yep, 3 match rounds for them right here. So let's watch Wally. He's on the 2nd place frag-wise and had some good impact kills. I can't find him there. He goes for a few warbangs, but finally some aggression coming out by the Italians towards A. So they've taken out both 8th players of the Americans, so they have to rotate back, and Henry takes out another. So yeah, finally a convincing round of the defensive side. They are with their back to the wall and finally reacted, so they're not getting as bumped. And it's only down to what he won before, but Blue's been spamming him for a minute and he didn't react to it, so yeah, obviously he dies.
Yeah, glad to see the Italians pick up around there. Maybe we should watch Bree. He's the top of the Italian list. He's holding it together, possibly for them. Wally with a frag onto Infra, so the Italians find themselves 4-5 down. Geek nade from Bree that he's landed once before. Will he land it again? No, he won't. He gets taken down though by Lag. So really looking bad for the Italians. It looks like they're going to be taking a 2-0 loss here. The bomb's gone down. Rabbit gets a great frag, but then gets taken down by Olympian, who gets 2 good frags himself. The Americans are all over A house like a rash, and Olympian gets blue with his 3rd frag, so that's 2-0 for Team USA. A deserved win overall, I believe. and an impressive comeback, to be honest, overall.
Yeah, good stuff. Americans take their first win of the cup, and Italien will have to move to the second match for them, but third match in overall to get at least one win in before they're getting thrown out of the tournament. So they have only one live remaining. It is 7:30, so I will have a look if the Netherlands game is already ready to play, as I would really love to shoutcast Belgium against UK as well, but they're starting like half an hour later than the Dutchies. So I will try to get that, and maybe you can give us a quick review of what we've seen so far.